Live from the Zoom studios, the 17 and Me Show, starring Ambassador Jeff Rivero, inviting you to join our special guest, Merced College President Chris Vitelli. And here we go!
Welcome to the 17 and Me Show, the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals show. Tonight's special guest is President for Merced College, Chris Vitelli. He's going to tell us all the wonderful things going on at Merced College. Merced is the gateway to Yosemite. So many beautiful sights to see there. You have Half Dome, Bridal Veil Falls, Glacier Point, so many beautiful pine trees. Speaking of pine trees, why don't pine trees watch the Hallmark Channel? Because they think it's too sappy. The other day, I was up in Yosemite with my daughter. We saw a rock and she pointed to it and said, "Dad, is that green stuff on the rock moss?" I told her, "Most likely." If you cut a pine tree down and it doesn't know why you did that, does that make him stumped? Whoa, that's the last time I let you guys in here for free. And finally, I know Forrest Gump's password, 1 Forrest 1. We're going to have a great show tonight with President for Merced College, Chris Vitelli. But first, here's a message from our sponsors, the United Nations.
We can be.
We must be the first generation
to end extreme poverty.
The generation
most determined
to fight injustice
and inequalities.
The generation that saves the planet from climate change.
And this is how it will get done.
The global goals.
A 15-year plan
For everyone, everywhere.
with no one left behind.
We will live in a world
Where nobody
anywhere lives in extreme poverty.
Where no one
goes hungry.
Where no one
Wakes in the morning.
asking if there will be food today.
We will live in a world where no child has to die.
Diseases we know how to cure.
And where proper health care
is a lifelong right for us all.
We will live in a world
Where everyone
goes to school. And education gives us the knowledge
and skills
for a fulfilling life.
We will live in a world where all girls and all women have equal opportunities to thrive
And be powerful.
and safe.
we cannot succeed if half the world is held back.
We will live in a world
Where all people can get clean water
And proper toilets at home,
At school.
and at work.
We will live in a world where
there is sustainable energy for everyone.
Heat, light.
And power for the whole planet.
without destroying the planet.
We will live in a world where economies prosper. And new wealth
Lead to decent jobs.
For everyone.
And we will live in a world
Where our industry,
our infrastructure and our
Best innovations.
Are not just used to make money, but to make all our lives better.
we will live in a world
Where prejudices and extremes of inequality
are defeated.
inside our countries,
And between different countries.
where people live in cities and communities
that are safe, progressive,
and support everyone who lives there.
where we replace
What we consume.
Planet where we put back.
What we take out of the earth.
We live in a world that is decisively rolling back the threat of
climate change.
where we restore and protect the life in our oceans and seas.
will restore
and protect
Life on land.
The forests.
Animals.
The earth itself.
with peace between and inside countries.
Where all governments are open.
And answer to us for what they do at home and abroad.
And the justice rules.
With everyone equal before the law.
Where all countries and we their people.
work together.
Partnerships of all kinds.
To make these goals a reality.
These are the United Nations global goals.
For sustainable development.
Let's get to work.
Let's make it happen.
Welcome back from our commercial break. Our special guest tonight is the president from Merced College, Chris Vitelli. Chris, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
I like to start every show off with a background from our special guest. So, Chris, can you tell us a little bit about your background? What led you to become the president of Merced College?
We may be here too long if I tell you the full background, but for me, it was a background similar to what many of our students experience. First of all, I'm a Florida native. I grew up in Florida and around agriculture, much like the environment I live here in Merced, California. And my passion for agriculture led me to many opportunities in the FFA. It led me to go to the University of Florida and be the first in my family to attend and graduate college, much like many of the students that we serve here at Merced College. I went on to get advanced degrees, eventually made my way back to the University of Florida and became a student services practitioner, a student affairs practitioner, oversaw leadership programs and student and academic support services. And that really gave me a passion to stay in higher education and recognize that there are so many students, not only just like me, but much more disadvantaged in our society, that we have a real opportunity to transforming their lives. And that started my pathway and my long career so far. I guess some people might say short career in higher education. I moved to Florida because I married a Californian and fell in love with the community college system here. The California community college system is the largest educational institution in the United States. We serve well over 1 million students every single year, most of which are disproportionately impacted. They come from homes that don't have funds to send their kids to college. They are first generation college students. Many of them moved here from another country and had to learn how to speak language, or English language. So English was their second language. They are single parents. They have multiple kids at home where they need childcare. And so our students are most in need of an education that will transform their lives. And so I fell in love with the system and what we do. From there, my trajectory was just to continue down the path of either in student services or instruction. And I was fortunate about 5 years ago to be named the 7th president of Merced College. And I'm happy to be here, and I hope to have a long career here at Merced.
Well, Chris, as you know, I'm a graduate of Merced College and also a graduate of Atwater High School, which has one of the top FFA programs in the state. But on the national level, you were the president for FFA. Can you tell us a little bit about that experience?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, like I said, FFA really helped me in my formative years. I think back to successes I've had in life, even failures I've had in life, and I can attribute FFA to how I have walked through those journeys. So yeah, I was very involved in the FFA. I grew up in Plant City, Florida. It's a strawberry town, and started getting involved at the middle school and then high school level. Through the years, I just kept taking advantage of the leadership opportunities that FFA presents, as well as some of the supervised experiences you can get through showing animals and other experiences. So I was a state FFA officer in Florida, which is actually how I met my wife. She was a California FFA president, and we were both at a conference together. And then a couple of years after that, I was elected national FFA president and served in that capacity for a year and had the honor of traveling the country, being an advocate for student leadership programs, agricultural education, ag in general, careers in ag. And it was a tremendous experience for me. And certainly I hope that for those that I came in contact with, it was beneficial for them as well. So, but yeah, that was a big part of my successes in life are those basic life essential skills that FFA taught me, and those business essential skills I still use today.
Well, I'd like to ask you, where do you see Merced College in the future? I know you have a lot of departments out there that are expanding. Our junior ambassadors at my high school collaborate with your horticulture when they have the plant sale. So we take some of our seedlings out there. But I know you have so many departments moving forward. Do you mind giving us a little background on the different departments at Merced College and where you see it in the future?
Absolutely. I mean, Merced College's job is to prepare students for the workforce. And so many students are getting their transfer degree and general education requirements to transfer to a 4-year university for a career of their choice. But a lot of our students are coming to us because they need a certificate or a degree in a specific field. And our career technical education programs are truly preparing students for the 21st century workforce, which means if we're doing our job, every year we're evaluating the technology we use, the curriculum we have in place, the facilities we have, the skills that we're teaching to, the competencies in our programs. And so all of our career technical education programs are looking to the future and what we need to be doing to prepare our students for that workforce. So in the coming years, in fact, in May, we're going to break ground on a new agricultural and industrial technology complex. It will have a state-of-the-art facility for horticulture, for animal science, industrial technology, HVAC, computer networking, computer science, agribusiness, agri-leadership, and a couple other agricultural programs that will be doing exactly what I said, preparing students for a 21st century workforce.
Well, here's our commercial break from Merced College. Just like every other sporting event, music, theater, arts, everything else around the world was canceled because of the virus and in-person activities. Merced College wasn't able to have an in-person retirement party for the people who put in 10, 20, 30, even more years at the college. So we're going to take a commercial break to show respect for the people that spent many, many years making Merced College what it is.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to this tribute to our retirees at Merced College. 2020 has certainly been an interesting time in our lives. And this time of the year is typically filled with in-person celebrations, receptions, ceremonies, and accolades. Unfortunately, we're not given the opportunity to do that, but we do hope that you'll help us celebrate those who have committed most of their lives to a profession in higher education, and specifically to Merced College. Today, we provide this video tribute to recognize, celebrate, and thank so many who have been faculty, managers, and classified professionals here at Merced College. Help us in recognizing them on social media, send a private message, a note card, or find some other special way to celebrate their careers. This is a milestone. We're happy for you, we'll miss you, and we hope that you'll come and celebrate with us in future years to recognize your accomplishments. On behalf of Merced College and the Merced College Board of Trustees, thank you for dedicating many, many years of your careers to this place, to our students, and being committed to our students' success. Don't be strangers, come back and see us. And again, thank you and congratulations on a very successful career here at Merced College.
On behalf of the Merced College Academic Senate, I would like to thank and congratulate the following faculty retirees: Dr. Krista Wilson, Professor of Chemistry; Shelley Donnelly, Professor of Radiologic Technology; Ralph Morris, Professor of History, Political Science; and Bill Russell, Men's Basketball Coach and Professor of Health and Physical Education. The impact that these faculty members have had on Merced College is immeasurable. And I can say one thing for certain: Merced College is a better place because they were here.
My name is Yang He. I am the interim president for the Classified Senate. On behalf of the classified professionals, it is my honor to present the resolution of appreciation for this year's retirees. Whereas William Dunham, Todd Blake, Kay Sarnoff Wilson, and Cheryl Aaron have exemplified the highest standards of professional conduct and performance in the support of education at Merced Community College. Whereas Bill, Todd, Kay, and Cheryl have been dependable and dedicated members of the classified professionals. Whereas Bill has completed 14 years of service, Todd has completed 11 years of service, Kay and Cheryl have each completed 22 years of service with the Merced Community College District. Be it resolved that the Merced College Classified Senate hereby expresses its sincerest appreciation and thanks for their years of professional achievements and devoted service to the Merced College community.
Well, we're back on the 17 and Me show. Our special guest is Merced College President Chris Vitelli. Chris, this is my favorite part of the show where I get to ask people which one of the 17 SDGs is their favorite goal and why is there the passion for that goal?
Well, yeah, this one, it probably won't come as a surprise, but of the 17, quality education is certainly top of mind for me every single day. That's the business we're in. We want to make sure that our students receive the absolute best quality education that we possibly can. And it's not just our job to teach them skills and competencies, but it's our job to create society-ready graduates that can go into society and be productive, contributing members of society. So that's goal 4 is probably the one that I would pick, although several of them encompass what we do and why we exist, but quality education, providing equitable access to education and making sure that there are lifelong opportunities for learning is our mission, and that's what we do.
Well, Chris, our time has really flown by tonight, but before you go, is there any chance I can ask you for words of wisdom, encouragement, or inspiration for our audience and my students? We really appreciate any insight that you can give them for their future.
Yeah, I'll say what I say to all of our students, that really the future is up to them. And we have so many opportunities for success, no matter your background, if the challenges or barriers, that you can certainly make a difference. You got to find your niche and take advantage of education, and the sky's the limit.
Well, thanks again, Chris, for being on our show. Before you go, do you mind giving us any links or addresses that people can go to find out more information on Merced College?
Absolutely. Visit www.mccd.edu and learn all about the wonderful opportunities at Merced College.
Well, thanks for all the things you're doing out at Merced College, and I know the future is bright for us with your leadership. Thank you for being on our show, and I look forward to seeing you in the future. Take care.
Yes, thanks, Jeff. I appreciate you having me.
If you'd like to learn more about the 17 Sustainable Development Goals or teach it in your classrooms, please go to teachsdgs.org. Thank you for watching our show tonight, and I look forward to seeing you on our next episode of 17 and Me.